Good day everyone. Welcome to HaoDa's Safety Induction course. Please focus and pay attention as there are important points, in-house rules and regulations that you will need to apply while on site. This SIC is to ensure all employees understand and are aware of workplace hazards, safety protocols, and emergency procedures. We strive for zero harm to all our staffs and workers, zero fatal accidents, zero stop work order from authority, zero accident involving public and zero penalty from authorities. During an emergency evacuation, do not panic and be alarmed. Shut down all machineries. Proceed to the designated assembly area in an orderly manner. Do not go back for tools, equipment, or personal belongings. Do not attempt to move vehicles unless advised by emergency services. The assembly area shall be clearly identified with signage. Rest only at designated resting area. Do not rest at non-designated resting area. Keep the resting area clean. Dispose your food waste in the bin provided. Please keep the toilet facilities clean after use. Smoking only at designated smoking area. Dispose cigarette butt in the ashtray or receptacles provided and not on the ground. Hand phone usage. Strictly no usage of cell phone while walking. Please be mindful of your surroundings while in the site. Look out for hazards around you. Supervisor's responsibilities. Ensure permit to work is applied for the work and it is approved by the project manager. Participates in brief risk assessment and safe work procedure prior to commencement of work and highlight during daily toolbox meeting. Participates in safety inspections and monitors corrective actions. Accountable for the general safety and health of workers and subcontractors under his charge. Workers' responsibilities. To follow safe work procedures, risk assessment, and take active part in protecting themselves and their fellow workers. To use all PPE issued to them when carrying out their work. To report to their supervisors any hazardous conditions, practices, and behavior in their area. To attend all EHA's training required of them. To comply with the project in-house rules and regulations and incorporate as part of their job. To report any bodily injuries to supervisor in charge immediately. Accountable to his immediate site supervisor or foreman for their own physical safety and health during their employment on site. Upon commencement of work, please ensure that method statement, risk assessment and safe work procedure approved. Permit to work has been applied and approved. Toolbox meeting has been carried out and ensure workers are briefed thoroughly on the risk involved daily. Permit to work system. A permit to work system is actually an administrative control in place to control hazardous work, minimize risk, and to prevent two incompatible jobs to be done at the same time. Permit to work has to be applied for all work activity in which will include high risk and low risk work. All personnel are required to don on their basic PPE upon entering the project site. Basic PPE includes safety helmet with chin strap, vest with reflective and safety boots. Personnel are recommended to use long-sleeve shirt or use hand socks. Gloves used on site will be nitrile cut resistant gloves unless special permission has been granted by management to allow lower grade gloves. Gloves must be indicated with company and name. PPE requirement for activity-based. General work, clear safety glass and nitrile cut resistant gloves. Hot work, welding, welding face shield, welding gloves, and welding jacket. Hot work, gas cutting, clear face shield, welding gloves, and welding jacket. Banksman or traffic controller, whistle and stop-go sign. Lifting activity, whistle, walkie-talkie, if required, and leather gloves. Work at height, full body harness with double lanyard. Chemical or electrical rubber gloves. Stagnant water management. Before you start work, clear all the stagnant water that might be trapped at your work area, materials, canvas sheet and equipment. Labeling of drinking water. All drinking water bottle needs to be labeled. Highly recommended to use your personal water bottle. If you are bringing in disposable water bottle, you will need to write your name and company as well. Driving in the project site. All drivers must have valid driving license. Put on your seatbelt at all times. Turn on your headlights while in the site. Look out for pedestrian crossing. Traffic speed limit is 15 km per hour. Do not exceed speed limit. No speeding at all times. Speeding will endanger your life as well as others on site. Be mindful of your safety and others. Observe warning signs. Observe and obey all warning signs which are conspicuously displayed around the site at all times. Do not remove any of the signages. Do not enter the area beyond the signages. Barricades. Potential area that pose a risk to worker of falling into or falling from height must be effectively barricaded using sound material, example, scaffold pipe. No mobile or potable barricades are allowed. The barricades should be mounted and rigid. Electrical safety. Every electrical equipment has to be connected to ELCB. Cable need to be raised up at least 2 meters high. All electrical equipment needs to be inspected by competent LEW every 1 month. After the inspection, an LEW sticker shall be pasted on the electrical tools. Work area. All work area shall be cordoned off by means of barricade system with warning signages to prevent unauthorized entry. Excavation. Ensure that the sides of excavation pit are properly shored before you go down to work. Ensure that there is a proper and secured access and egress point into the excavated area. Chemical safety. Use the required PPE as stated in the SDS when handling any chemical. All chemicals shall clearly labeled, SDS available, be kept at designated area, sheltered, demarcated and with containment. Machinery and equipment safety. All mobile equipment to be operated by appointed and licensed operator. All mobile equipment and machineries must be guided by a banksman. Banksman must be identified by the vest they put on and appointed. During an encounter with animals and reptiles. Observe from a safe distance, do not provoke the reptile or animal. Do not attempt to throw stones, hit with a stick or use flashing photography. It might trigger them. Stay calm and back away slowly, giving it space to retreat. Do not approach or attempt to handle the animal or reptile. Do not attempt to feed the animals. Leave it alone, especially if it is in its natural habitat. Call NParks at 1-800-476-1600 if you need assistance. Working at height. Use full body harness and 100% tie-off. Scaffold can only be erected by qualified scaffold erectors with immediate supervision of a registered scaffold supervisor. No person should be on a tower scaffold when it is being moved. Lock the castor wheels when it is stationary. Hot works. Apply and ensure hot work PTW is approved. Supervisors to ensure workers have the right PPE, resources, and fire extinguisher available nearby. All combustible materials to be cleared within 6 meters before hot work begins. Welding face shield to be fitted onto the safety helmet. Sparks emitted must be contained. Work area must be barricaded with warning signages. Lifting operations. Only qualified personnel can act as the respective lifting personnel. Lifting crews consist of 1 lifting supervisor, 1 rigger, 1 signalman, crane operator. All lifting crew needs to successfully undergo relevant training course, competent and appointed. Safe use of ladder. All ladders should be thoroughly checked to ensure it is of sound condition prior to mobilization. Top 3 rung to be effectively covered using sound materials, example, plywood, hardboard, etc. Always maintain 3-point contact. Buddy system when using step ladder. Buddy should always be vigilant. Every step ladder needs to have this signage to verify it has been inspected on regular basis. Housekeeping on site. Housekeeping to be maintained at all times. All materials to be properly stacked and segregated. The materials should be placed on racking system and elevated above ground level to at least 300 mm. Clear any stagnant water daily before you start work to prevent potential mosquito breeding ground. Good housekeeping improves productivity and morale and site safety culture. Equipment color code. All equipment, machine, tools, plants, lifting gears must be inspected and color-coded according to color code chart monthly. All visitors are to report to guardhouse and sign in the visitor logbook. Visitors will be issued with visitor pass and exchange with photo ID pass. Visitor pass to be returned within the same day. No unauthorized entry into the site. Do not attempt to bring out any materials/equipment out from site which is not belonging to you or without receiving any instruction from site management. If you get injured at work, report immediately to your supervisor. It is compulsory to have your immediate supervisor's name and number. Get first aid treatment from first aider. Untrained workers. Not sure how to do it? Not trained on the usability? Stop. Do not start work. Ask your supervisor. Know your rights and whistle blowing. If the condition clearly present. A risk of death. Unsafe work condition. An unsafe work instruction. You have the right to refuse not to work. You can report this to any of the safety personnel on site or drop a feedback through the QR code we displayed on our notice boards. If you have any feedback, you may also let us know by scanning the QR code. We adopt no blame policy. We'd like to hear your feedback. You will be required to go through our online SIC questionnaires. You are required to have a Google account. There will be 15 questions and you cannot get more than 3 wrong answers. After the quiz, you will be issued with the Safety Induction Course sticker. Please paste the SIC sticker on your right side of your safety helmet. Scan the QR code to start the online quiz. Make sure to have a Google account before you start the quiz. Take a photo of yourself on white background to upload in the form. Remember, safety always starts with you. Think safety, work safely.